Hello, today I'm fitting my shower door to my Sprinter camper van. I've chosen this shower door from ROLdoûr, which is a UK based company. The reason I've chosen this is it's a space saving door basically. There's no hinges, it doesn't swing open, it retracts. So like my blinds, it will retract into a section, and then when you want to open the door you slide it across and it will open. Reason I've chosen that: one, it's space saving; two, it's a lot lighter than wood. It's fully waterproof, so it's made to measure as well. So you put the measurements into the website, select your colours, range of colours. I've gone for white and grey in keeping with the van, and because it's made to measure, it should fit perfectly into where I want and be a great space saver. So I'm going to open it up, show you what we get, and then start fitting it. So as you can see, it's well packaged. I'm hoping it's already pre-assembled. Should make life a bit easier. So from the looks of it, it's as easy as pull it out and put those two parts in. So here is the shower door. Upon speaking to the people that work there, it's actually good practice to remove the cartridge. So to remove the cartridge, you can just see a little clip here. You have to mind the hands. Been wrapped in the shower. It's a little clip here. Quite hard to do one-handed. Pull that out. Be sure not to lose it. And you've got the same the other side. So again, pull that out. So when you've taken that, you can split that away. So this comes away. It's really important when you're putting these together that these wires don't overlap. So when you're pushing this together, make sure that these wires don't overlap, otherwise you'll have problems and you'll put a strain on the actual shower screen. So if they overlap and they rub and then you try and jam it, it will foul the screen. So just be really careful with that. Okay, so when you pull this forward, just gently put your hand under here and this will lift. And the same this side, just gently put your hand under. Says it can be a little stiff, and then the cartridge is out. When you first do it, it is quite stiff. Tip that I found here is if you pull this side out, a little bit of strength, then that bit will come out and you've separated your parts. Then this can go back in here. Again, make sure you don't cross those wires, that's really important. So because mine is going to be resting on a bit of wood, I'm going to have to drill along the side. So just a few holes so that the water can drain out. If you didn't have anything underneath, you could drill out through the bottom, but again you need to pay real close attention to the string, as you're not going to want to foul that or drill it. You can take this out. In here there is a screw which you can unscrew which means you can then take this out, which is probably what I'm going to do, because I think that's probably safer rather than risking drilling through those cables. So there's a small screw just in here holding that in, so it's a crosshead. So if I just get a screwdriver, hopefully that should unscrew easy enough, and then I've just got to remember roughly where that is. I'm hoping when I unscrew that there'll be a hole in order to tension it. And there is in fact a little mark there, so I'll be able to screw that into the right place. Okay, so I'm going to drill my holes. I've marked out where they're going to be drilled. I'm going to try and go as low as possible in here if I can, in order for that water to drain out. So I'm going to start with a small hole and hope it goes through alright. So I've got 5 nice little holes there now. Just going to make them a bit bigger. If you start small and work your way up, it's going to be a lot easier, and you'll prevent that drill from slipping as well. And there you have it. Some nice holes. So once your hole's drilled, you then put this back in. And get this back into the same spot. Obviously you don't want to over tighten that. So again, making sure that these wires don't overlap. We'll get caught. So that leaves us with our frame. We've got our holes drilled. Now, one thing that people have made a mistake in the past is they fit it with the cartridge and they silicone it in. However, if you do that, you then have to cut the silicone to get the cartridge out. So it's actually better practice to fit your shower screen without the cartridge and then add it later. And as I mentioned earlier, that then means if you want to, you can change that cartridge. For example, if you didn't like the colour or you damaged it by accident, you then have that option to just take the cartridge off and replace it. Also, just from a weight perspective, it's easier to fit when it's like that. It's easier to manage because the majority of the weight, although it's not much, is in that cartridge. So it just makes it more manageable and easier to fit. Okay, so that is now siliconed in. So I'm going to wait 24 hours for that to go off, install that cartridge, and then hopefully I've got a nice space saving shower door. And the grey matches my Raptor shower tray perfectly, so I'm really happy about that.